Howdy, I just wanted to share with you some of the things that are going on around Gainesville, Texas, and Cook County. We are amping up for rapid growth. We've got lots of projects going on here in Gainesville. Cook County in general is getting ready for a lot of people moving this way. You know, we're only a half-hour drive from Denton, Texas, and there are lots of people that I know work in Denton, live up here in Cook County. We are on the verge of being part of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, or some people around here call it the Metro Mess, because, you know, small town bias against the big cities. Now, you may know a lot of the things that are going on around here, and you may not know all the things going on around here. Some people are the wealthier people are preparing for big growth here. I know one guy that's got thousands of acres, and he's ready. He's just sitting there waiting for it to be time, and I think he's smart enough to know when, and I think he's wealthy enough to be able to wait for that time. Anyway. Back to what's going on here in Gainesville. Liberty Point, Liberty Point subdivision by Chalmers Elementary on Radio Hill Road on the east side of town, just south of Broadway, is, let's see, they're looking at, I don't know, 700-800 homes being built out there. And at first, I thought, you know, they're starting on that a little bit early. We're not quite ready for all those new homes. However, in 2025, new homes took up 20% of the home sales in Cook County. It's a pretty staggering number, in my opinion, with all the pre-owned homes on the market. Now, right there at the intersection of Radio Hill Road and Broadway is the Rock Creek Apartments project by Elite Construction, and it features 754 units with 18 buildings on 27 acres. So I hope that doesn't just ruin the rental market here in Gainesville for all my investor friends. I guess for all my renter friends, I hope they it does dampen those prices, because even with the economy being a little bit subdued the last couple of years, the rent prices have still gone up. So I think that that's going to have a huge impact in the rental market here in Gainesville. You know, just being 30 minutes away from Denton, I think we're close enough to where people could still work down there and rent an apartment up here. So it wouldn't be a huge deal. Maybe it'll attract people from Denton to come up here and live in affordable housing. Now, there's another luxury apartment community on North Grand beyond Walmart, and it's kind of wrapped around a parts place business out there. It's called the North Park Apartments, 222 unit luxury apartment community. So 222 and 754, that is 976 new apartments coming soon here to Gainesville. That's a lot of housing for people here. So is that going to have a big effect on the rental market? Probably so. I think it might have. I think it's going to hurt those who want or need to make more with their rent houses. I know lots of people with rent houses, and you know, they might be getting $1,200 for a 2-bedroom, or even $1,400 for a 2-bedroom. Well, if you can live in a brand new apartment for the same price, rather than and not have to worry about taking care of a yard, you might choose that instead. Now, going further north, you probably have heard about this, Camp Howes Industrial Rail Park. So I don't know, it was 10, 20 years ago, the Economic Development Corporation bought some land out north of town, just behind what used to be the outlet mall, and it's now 35 and Liberty. It's where Tractor Bob's is, and they're actually developing that into, I think it's going to be a great place to spend some time. If you've never been out there, you should try. Just go out there and visit. You know, you could go out there on a Sunday even. There's IHOP is out there. No, not IHOP. IHOP's in the middle of town, kind of. No, Cracker Barrel is out there. So you go out there and check them out. I think they're bringing in some new attractions, some nice businesses, and some live entertainment. There's going to be a bar there. Got a little itchy nose. Anyway, that's going to be another attraction. The 35 and Liberty. I stumble upon words sometimes. I don't know. You probably noticed that. But behind that is a railroad, and it's the BNSF Railroad. And behind that railroad is the Camp Howes Industrial Rail Park. It's 480 acres they've got acquired there. It used to not be that, but they've been buying up some land there. So it's a rail park, and they've got an anchor business already established, not established, but an anchor business ready to build. I just spoke to someone who knows things, and he said in February or March, the railroad is going to break ground there for that industrial park. They're going to, because there's an anchor business ready to break ground as well. A couple of months ago, they said January, February, and now here we are at the end of January. They're saying February or March. So it's going to be very soon. The railroad is going to break ground on their portion, and then that anchor business, that first business, is going to break ground soon after that on building their facilities. So lots of stuff going on out there. Now, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, I heard about the railroad buying up or wanting to buy 900 acres of land around Sanger to build another rail park where trains can pull in, unload, and load. And the people down there, I guess, didn't want it because they couldn't acquire all the land that they wanted. And however, they're getting 1,200 acres around Hockley Creek Road between Gainesville and Valley View. So what's that going to do? Look down around Wilmer Hutchins, south of Dallas. There's 300 or 400 acres there. If you just look on the map of Wilmer Hutchins area and the satellite view, you'll see tons of huge, like acres and acres size buildings, warehouses, where people are, or not businesses, service what comes in from the railroad, what goes out through the railroad. And we're about to have 1,200 acres south of Gainesville here, Hockley Creek Road. What's that? 7 miles or 8 miles, probably 8 miles south of town here, not too far away. I mean, Windstar is 7 miles from here, so it's not far. Lots of people go there all the time. Anyway, those are some things that are going on around here. That subdivision out east on the east side of town, Liberty Point. It's a great thing for one of my clients who has about 50 acres, and he signed an easement for the sewer line that runs out there. So huge benefit for his land. There's a lot of things going on around here. I-35, we're so ready for that to be done, but they're expanding that to 6 lanes. We've got we have 2 McDonald's now here in Gainesville. Kind of crazy, but I know I'm not going to drive across town to go to McDonald's, but if there's McDonald's right there, when I'm already across town, I might stop. Some fries or a spicy McChicken or double cheeseburger, something like that. It's terrible for you, I know, but it's so good. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. Hope you found this informative. If you have questions, I'd love to answer those. Put them in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next video.